Hello everybody, thank you for stopping by. I am so glad that you did. One more sip of water. I am so sorry. I've been drinking water. I've been trying to film. I have to keep shutting it off because I either cough or sniff. Anyway, I finished my little faux cabinet card journal. And I wanted to do a little walkthrough and give you a few little tips. So I used the velvet and I used this button. If you haven't seen any of these cabinet card videos, I have like part 1, part 2, and I guess this would be part 3, the walkthrough. Pretty sure. But anyway, so I did a velvet ribbon with this button, which had a shank on it. And then all you do is unwrap this part because it's got the shank on it. What I did was I sewed it at the end, and then I wrapped the thread around the shank 8 times. Then I knotted it. Then I put it through here twice and knotted it. So that's never coming off. Okay, so you can see here how I did it. I should cut those other little threads because we don't need them. That's just where I went through for my first my first thread. But anyway, that's how I did it. And that button's never ever coming off because, like I said, I went around the shank. After I went through the shank and back through, then I just went through the shank and went around the shank 8 times, and then back through and knotted it, back through and knotted it with like a dark gray thread. Okay, so that's how I did that. And then you just wrap this around and you've got yourself a closure. Okay? So now you know what to do with some of your shank buttons, your vintage shank buttons. So here are my beautiful French ladies from Mateo at Mateo Mixed Media. Ciao, Mateo. Thank you so much for commenting. I appreciate it. I'll see you this afternoon if I'm feeling up to it. He is starting a series at Mateo Mixed Media on an altered book. He is an unbelievable artist, so I'm looking forward to his series. If you want to join him, I'll leave his link below. So the first page, you open it up. I have one of my faux stickers here from French, I can't remember, but it is embossed like I told you. And I want to show you something because I tried it and it worked really well. So you don't need an embossing machine. Let me just take one of these. These are one of Sam Poole's. I'll just take something big so you can see it. Here, I'll take this one. This doesn't have sticker paper on it. And I'm just going to take any of my embossing folders here because my script one I took out to show in yesterday's video, and I put it down and I don't know where I put it. I didn't put it back in its bag. And it's not on my desk because there's nothing on my desk but what belongs on my desk. So I don't know what I did with it. So I think it might be with my papers that I put aside for the next video, which I hope to start tomorrow. The winter faux cabinet card journal made with, what do you call them? Envelopes. Let's see. I'm just going to use something here. It doesn't really matter because I'm only going to put like a little something on it. But all I did was I took my mat. You know, you can use your any cutting mat. This is just my magic mat that I use for when I do my you know, when I put things through my embossing machine. So I'm just going to try and find a leaf here, or it doesn't really matter. I'm going to show you something. You do not need an embossing machine to do these, or really anything. This is just a stylus. You can use your bone folder, but my bone folder is with my embossing, my, whatever you call that machine. It's not a machine. It's my embossing folder is with my, so just go over that embossing right here, like this, on your, you know, whatever you want to emboss. Because Sam has an embossing machine. So in other words, it's an embossing seal. And that's what I'm doing. I'm putting a seal on the stamp, basically, is what I'm doing. And the script comes out, you know, really awesome, but it really doesn't matter what you use, because sometimes, you know, an emboss, something embossed is, you know, a seal could be just a leaf or, you know, whatever. So just go over the emboss with your bone folder. I'm just using a stylus because I have it, and my bone folder is with my board. And I don't want to bring that out. It's too big. And then just take it out. And I don't know if you can see that, but it's embossed. And now you can just stick it anywhere, which I will. I'll just stick it here. So let me get some glue. Stick. Where is it? Anyway, I wanted to show you that. I can put that down later, but I'm trying to see if you can see it embossed. Well, you can probably see the back better than you'll be able to see the front. See how it's embossed? It's really nice. It feels nice, and it looks so real. This is hard to tell that it's embossed, but this I did with script, and I only did part of it, and it feels so real, and it looks so real. And this is from, I think it's called French History on Etsy, but I'll leave that link below where I get those. I'll put that on later. The other thing you can use for embossing is you can purchase things that are embossed. And my friend Celeste at Woodland Inspired, she does these stamps, and I love them. And I'll show you where I've used them in my journal. I use them sparingly. I use all her stuff sparingly. I use everybody's stuff sparingly. I hoard it. I don't know why. I can get more. She sells more. So I'll show you in my journal. So then this just flips open like this. These are the backs of faux cabinet cards from Angela Kerr Designs, and I love them because her cabinet cards, and I didn't put the pictures on the back, you know, the pictures that go with these, I did not put on these because they didn't go with this particular journal. But her cabinet cards come with the backs to match. So there'd be a cabinet card that matched the back of this, but I just put tea-stained index card on the backs of these for writing. And I'll show you one of her cabinet cards because I did use one. And then you can write on these. So that's another writing spot. And then this just flips out because it was on, it was a mistake. I didn't mean to print it on just tracing paper, but I did. So it's just a little tuck spot, or it can be, you know, secret writing or whatever. And then this is one of Sam Poole's. Gorgeous. As is. I haven't done anything to it. I just printed it. Well, it was in my ephemera book, so just pulled it out and haven't done a thing to it. That's how it prints. It's beautiful. And this was one of those tags that I had. But I just, you know, put it on top of my fold down for my tea stain paper. This is from Sweet Pea Curiosities from Maritza. I had to put it in there. Look at that candlestick. So beautiful with the candle, all the lace. So pretty. And I didn't even age that, but I'll age it later. Where is my brush? Oh, here it is. Let me just do a little bit and show you the difference, because I didn't do a thing to this. I usually use gold ink, but it doesn't really show up gold. Although I was watching Savannah this morning, and she was using her, I'm going to get most of the ink off of that. She was using, I can't remember the name of the color of the ink. I will. Let me just get some aging in here so you can see that lace. I should have done it prior to, but the layering that Maritza does from Sweet Pea Curiosities is amazing. See, now you can see the wax in the candle at the bottom of the candle, where you couldn't see it before. And all the chipping paint off the candlestick. I should have done this prior too, because I don't want to get any ink on that paper. I will leave Celeste's Etsy shop link in the description box below. I didn't, and I felt bad because people wanted to know. So, it's great paper. I love it. And she packages it so well. So see, it brought all that background out. I didn't even see those leaves or this little, you know, chipped here before. And I don't have a lot of ink left on the brush, but that's all you do. And it really brings all those layers out. And it looks so chippy and vintagey, and isn't that fun? I just couldn't resist putting that on that paper. When I saw it, I was like, oh no, that has to go there. I'll show you another one that I couldn't resist. So then in here, I just put a tag here. And in here, these are just, they were in my ephemera book. And I hadn't cut them all up yet, so I just made little booklets out of them. They're supposed to be like little rectangle, you know, cards. I don't know whose they are. And white does not bother me to write on. I don't back everything. So I made 2 little booklets for journaling space. I did not put tags in here because only the small tags fit. They don't go all the way down, and it's stuck up too far. And then there's the other one that I made with the lady on the little French lady with the lamb. I don't know whose that is. It was in my ephemera book. And I think we made these on video. This is a piece of French fabric from Patty at my Wildflower Studio on Instagram and eBay. This is the other part of it. I haven't used it yet. I was going to use some more, and I completely forgot. Yeah, right. No, I did. I was going to use some more, but I'll use it in my next journal. I promise. It's just hard. And then I put another one of Sam Poole's photos. She takes all of these photos herself. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that netting. It reminds me of my mother-in-law's wedding veil, but hers is really tattered bad. I don't have much of it left. I've been using it. And then I just had that label. Some antique lace of my mother-in-law's. And this is just an envelope from Graphic Fairies, I'm sure. And I just put some faux age tape on it. And then this actually is one of Angela's faux, well, not faux, she scans them, her cabinet cards. And this is from England. And then this is the back. Now, I'm not sure if this back goes with this front because there were many to choose from. So, but it fits, so that's the one I used. But isn't she beautiful? She's gorgeous. Angela's a very, very pretty. I also did some, I did the same thing on this stamp with some, you know, I just took my embossing folder and I just did the stamp. And I know you probably can't see it, but you can feel it. And this is just a cut off from something. I'm not sure what. And then that goes back inside there. It's just kind of a little, I don't know, maybe just like a document stating who this person is or something. I don't know. Just kind of pretend in my imagination. And then that slides right back in there. I love this lace. And then I did put some of my pink 12 fabric, but I just put it on with some Fabri-Tac because I didn't need to make tape. I'll show you the tape you use if you do want to make some fabric tape, fabric faux washi tape. It's better than Tim Holtz because one, it's a little bit thinner, and two, you can use all of your own fabric. You don't have to use just his linen washi tape. You can use anything. And then that flips open. And then this is just, this is one of Mateo's French lady size down. Made it look like a photo. Put it on that side of the tag. And then inside, you just flip it open. And I put my roses. These are waxed. So you could actually put them on a page if you wanted to. And I did a video on waxing pressed flowers so that you can just glue them right on your page. They'll never come off. And then you have writing space on both sides of this. So I just stuck that up in there. And that's the other side. And these are from Dorothy Jane. Dorothy? No. I don't remember. I'm saying Jane because, oh gosh. I think it is Dorothy Jane. I'll leave it in the link below. But that's what these tags are from. I tried to look everything up before I did the video. And then here are, now I'm missing two of the One Day in Milan photos that I printed, and I think I may have thrown them away by accident when I was picking up all my scraps and throwing them away. I think they may have been turned like this, and I may have thought they were scraps. So I'm going to print two more because I want to put 4 in here. And then this is just another one of Mateo's that I sized down and then punched a circle and put it in one of these. My brass ones finally came. And if you're interested in buying these, I got these on Etsy. They were the only place I could find the brass ones. And that's a 1-inch or 24 millimeter. But they're so pretty. And I got that idea from Rhonda at A Little Bit French. And I made them on video when I did my Christmas video. Isn't she beautiful? Oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous. And you just use your 1-inch punch, glue, you know, put some glue underneath, glue it. And then because it's metal, I use B7000 to glue it on, because I just feel like, I don't know, you probably don't have to use it. I don't know what Rhonda uses. I can't remember. I think she uses just glitter glue. But anyway, I use glitter glue to put her down. She uses foam squares, but my foam squares are too thick, so it pops her out. And I want her to be inside. And then more writing space. Another, oh no, this one I made into a little booklet. And these are on photo paper, you know, the gloss. And then I just kind of edged it with my gold ink. Didn't make them too, I thought they were plenty aged looking enough that I just kind of, you know, went around it with my gold ink, if you can see that. And then just some scraps. Put this down the middle. You know, just for interest. And you can journal inside here. You can journal on both of those. And that just slides right in there. Next page. Here's another one of Maurice's from Sweet Pea Curiosities. I could not resist her. And I did go over it with the ink to bring out, you know, everything that was in the background, including the French script. This is a great kit. It is a beautiful kit. Someday I'll be able to make a whole journal out of it. I keep using bits and pieces of it. And then this is one of Angela's. Isn't she adorable? And that's the back. And I just edged it in the gold. I figured that's all it needed. She is so cute. And again, you can hear that it's a cabinet card. I put one sheet of paper, book page between it, just to make it, you know, more stiff, because it's only on paper. And then I had this little piece cut off of something, so I put it here because it's a little heart and key. I just thought it went well with that. Flip it. Another one of Mateo's. Didn't do a thing to it, just printed it and cut it so that it looked like a photo. And that's just on cardstock. I'm not sure what weight. Probably maybe 30 pound. HP copy paper. But it's more of a cardstock, if you will. And then just a little ruffle up here, paper ruffle, tea stained. And then you can write here, you can write here. This is just a cutoff. This I made a little booklet out of, scraps. Put this on the spine after I sewed it. Here's one of the stamps from my friend Celeste at Woodland Inspired. And this is what they come like. I've got a couple in there that have already been cut, but see? And all you do is cut along the edges. Aren't they beautiful? I just love them. And they look and feel so good on paper. And they are the embossed postage stamps, kit number 2, 12 sheets, 45 pound tracing paper is what she uses. I get so many ideas from her, and I hoard things. There's more in there. I've been using them, Celeste, I promise. Poor Celeste, she's got 4 feet of snow and it's still snowing. She's in upstate New York. So there is a stamp there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I put one there. And you just open it up here. And I just used one of the backs of Angela's cabinet cards in here. Oops. And one of those, this was printed, this is chapter 1 papers. This is the coffee and cream. It has nothing to do with coffee, it's just the colors. But I had misprinted it on tissue tracing paper, so I had to back it. And then this is one of the back of the cabinet cards from my friend Angela Kerr. She is just the greatest friend anybody could have. It's nice now that you can, you know, talk to your friends in Europe, whereas before, you know, you couldn't. And then there's that. And then this is just an antique document, but I did put a, I did emboss that the same way as I just showed you. But I just put a leaf there. But this is from Souvenir de la France, a piece that I got in one of her packages. It's antique. It's like from 1851. And it was folded like that, so I just left it like that. It's just a small little booklet, nothing special. And then another one of Mateo's, but sized down to this size. Isn't she gorgeous? I mean, this kit is gorgeous. Grazi, Mateo, if you're watching. And so that's just a little booklet made out of scraps. So pretty. This is from Karen at by Boho Love. And then that goes underneath here. And then this is just that's Sampool, one of her strips. And then in here, that faux cabinet card I was made. Again, the French ladies. And then these are just 2 scraps that I had. But I am going to back those. I have tea stained register tape, which is great for backing things like this. Because it's not real heavy. It's lightweight. I have some that also needs to be tea stained. So, got to do some more tea staining. My husband, he is such a sweetheart. He did some tea staining for me. And I left him the paper. And he went to do more because he had run out. He did 12 sheets and he ran out. I was sleeping, laying down. He came in my craft room and got my 27-pound HP copy paper. And it's like cardstock. That's not what I use. What I use to tea stain is my 20-pound Walmart copy paper, very thin, because if you use anything thicker, it's like cardstock. You can't even fold it. But he had only done 24 sheets, so I can still use it for backing and things like that, but I can't put it in a journal. You know, like this is the 20-pound, and even that feels heavy. So, but anyway, he's working today, and I just told him if I felt better, I'd make some, and if I didn't, then I won't. I'll wait. I have enough for now. So that's that. Where are we in time? I was wondering if you would like to stay while I go through some gifts that I have received. They're way overdue. There's some Happy Mail and some Christmas gifts. My next door neighbor found this at a thrift store. She's great. She and her husband are both police officers. He's with the SWAT team, and she is with the sheriff's department. So anyway, she saw this book. She knows I love Paris, and she knows I love pink. And so she found this book at one of the thrift stores, and it is gorgeous. And believe it or not, I have one that says London in Bloom. But it's not in this good of a condition. And these papers are all matte. So I was really excited. Look at these images. Oh my goodness. I am going to have fun with this. Look at, I could cut all these out. What's on the other side? Sure can, because I can then use this side. That's the hard part. It's like, which side do you cut? You know, that's so beautiful because it's got like the image. Look at this little girl. Oh my word. So anyway, that is from Christina, my next door neighbor, who I just adore her. She's always picking things up for me. Oh my gosh, I can't even stand it. I haven't even really looked through this all already, you know, so far. There's just so much. And I'm like, Christina, I can't cut this up. She said, you sure can. For what I paid for it, you sure can. I'll find you another one. So I know she didn't pay a lot because she goes to the same used bookstore I do. So that's that. That's from my friend Christine next door. And then my sweet pen pal from France sent me some mother of pearl vintage buttons and a beautiful card, which I've already got put up on my shelf and I don't want to get it down. But I was so excited. So we try to send each other something really nice for Christmas and birthdays. And then she also sent me some papers, you know, antique paper, receipts, a couple of letters. I can show you them because they're right here. Oh dear. These are the ones she sent me. So she sent me this one. I have to scan them. That's why they're right here. And then this one. She's very good to me. But she loves getting things from me. She doesn't understand why I'm so in love with these things, but I am. There's this one, and this one. And I think there's one more up there, but I'm not going to reach for it. So she sent me those buttons and a beautiful, gorgeous handmade card. So that was my Christmas gift from my pen pal, Amy. We've been pen pals for 4 years. I used to have 4 pen pals. One from Israel. She could see Bethlehem from her window. One from Ukraine. I haven't heard from either one of those. The one from Ukraine I haven't heard from in over a year. And Israel in over 8 months. So I keep sending letters in hopes. You know, you never know. And they've been both 4 years. The next thing is huge. Wendy, the one that gifted me my book, my huge book, sent me all this vintage lace. She had gone to London. I don't know whether she got this in London or while she was in Paris. I don't know. But Wendy, I haven't even thanked you yet because I just opened the package and nearly died. So I'm not going to take it all out, but she is just a blessing in my life. So that's from her. Sorry for the noise. And then my sweet husband, I now have 8 Taylor of Gloucester books. I'm doing a Taylor of Gloucester journal, but I'm like, honey, I now have 8. He said, I know, but you cut them up, and I want to make sure you have them. He always tries to get the older ones. You know, I have like a blue cover. I do have very, very old ones that I would never cut up. But he tries to get the European ones, and anyway, he found it. I don't know where, but that was from him. And then another, My Little Golden Book About God. It's a little dirty, but I can clean it up. Now, this is a board book. I don't know what I'll probably just hold on to it because I have other golden books that have paper pages. So I'll probably just hold on to it and just keep it, you know, because I just love it. So he got me that. And then he got me this. Beatrix Potter, 1866 through 1943. Beatrix Potter is my all-time favorite author and illustrator. But look. And he said, you can cut it up. It wasn't that much money. I'm like, I'm not cutting it up. Not anytime soon. I have other ones I can cut up. This is like brand new. But he said he got it at our used bookstore. It's like brand new. I don't know what the copyright date is, but I'll check it. Let's see. Well, it was first published in 1987. And then revised in 1990. And this is text, copyright, Elizabeth, blah, 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 1987. So this one was published in 1987, so it's not that old. So I'm sure you can get it anywhere. He got it at our used bookstore. But anyway, I actually have that. I had gotten it out of the library, one of the libraries, the public domain. I have a lot of these I got out of the public domain. But I am doing a journal. The Taylor Gloucester sample just came out with a digital kit. And I've done now 3 Peter Rabbits and 1 Beatrix Potter journal. I did a whole journal on Beatrix Potter for a design team project a long time ago. But isn't that beautiful? If you like Beatrix Potter. So those were from my husband, and he got me some other things too, but, you know, just pens and things that were on my Amazon list. And then I feel so bad. Candace, thank you so much. She always makes, you know, she's one of my viewers and such a blessing in my life. And I don't want to open it that way, so I'm going to open it this way. And she told me not to show the card. And you know what? Everybody's work is gorgeous, Candace. Everybody's. So, she is just a wonderful person in the paper community. She's been a follower for years, and I just love her. And I hope I'm not wrecking the card. Did you make this envelope out of cardstock, darling? Because it's gorgeous. It really is beautiful. I don't want to rip it. Okay, here we go. Oh, she signed it. Thank you, Candace. Candace! That is gorgeous. You're in big trouble. May the Lord bless you with the gift of his perfect peace this Christmas and a sense of his presence in your heart every day. A Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year. Love, Candace Barker and family. As always, sending love, hugs, and prayers. She said, don't show my card. Isn't that gorgeous? It's beautiful. Thank you, Candace. It's gorgeous. And I love the envelope. I'll be using that. Thank you so much. And then I have one from my friend Kathy Carter, who I think, yeah, she watches my videos. Oh, the 3 angels. Those are my favorite. Thank you, Kathy, so much. Thank you so much. Can you believe it? It's almost February. And then this is from Zoe, another follower and a wonderful person in the community, Zoe Brennan. I won't go through all my Happy Mail now, just these. And then I'll do another Happy Mail another time. But I just thought we had the time. I'll quickly go through it. I don't want to ruin this envelope. I can use it next year. Warm Christmas wishes. Oh, wow. That'll be a nice part of my Christmas journal next year. I'll be putting it in my personal Christmas journal. Thank you very much. Thought I would send you a little snow for Christmas. Love you and pray you can have an amazing Christmas. Love, Zoe. Yeah, we don't get snow here in Florida. And then Patricia Muniz, and she's from Texas. Mr. and Mrs. John Califas. And thank you, Patricia. She is the sister of my husband's friend, who has been his friend for 72 years. They were born a month apart from each other. Patty watches my videos. It's his sister, his oldest sister. But my husband and her brother were born a month apart and have been friends for 72 years, and he lives on the next street. Yeah, so it's nice. He's the one that got us to come down here over on the West Coast from the East Coast. Look at that gnome. Thank you so much, Pat. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed that video. Where's my journal? I will be back with the beginning of the next journal in the next video. Let me see where this button went. I won't put it back on now, but that's, you already saw how it came out. I'll leave a picture, obviously, in the video. So until next time, everybody, be well, be safe, be kind, and God bless. And I love you all very much. See, I'm just going around this. It actually can go around 3 times if you pull it hard enough. But that's just an idea for a closure if you're looking for ideas for closure. And then I just tucked it right up underneath this part here. And there you go. All right, everybody. Take care. Love you all. Bye.